In our formal meetings, every motion serves a different purpose, but not all motions were created equally. As a way of helping figure out what motion we may want to use for whatever situation that we're in, we can group them based on what they do and how and when you might want to use them. AIP's Standard Code of Parliamentary Procedure lays out 5 classes of motions, each with its own role in helping to keep our meetings on track. Keep watching this episode of Order of Business as we break down each of these classes of motions and explore their key characteristics. All right, let's dive in. Class number 1, main motions. Main motions are the most important motions in your formal meetings. They bring ideas and proposals in front of the group for discussion and action. Main motions are so important that if you look through the videos available on this channel, you'll find a number of videos that speak specifically to main motions. One important thing to remember is that main motions are only as effective as they are clear, concise, and understood by everybody. Take the time to write out your proposal ahead of time and edit and redraft so that when it comes to move your motion, it is crisp and concise. The whole assembly will appreciate the effort that went into designing your motion, and when the chair restates it to the group for discussion, your colleagues will be able to discuss it thoughtfully. For more tips on how to draft effective proposals, see any of my videos related to designing smart motions. Class number 2, specific purpose main motions. The second class of motions that are outlined in the Standard Code are called specific purpose main motions. As the title suggests, these motions perform specific functions. If you're only familiar with Robert's Rules of Order, here's what the Standard Code has to say about specific purpose motions. Quote, "They do not present a new proposal, but concern proposals or actions known to be coming before the Assembly or actions that were previously taken by the Assembly." There are 6 of these motions in this class, and we will dive into them in a different video. Look for it in this Order of Business series. Class number 3, subsidiary motions. Subsidiary motions are most often applied to a main motion. This class of motions do one of 3 things. Number 1, alter the motion to which it is applied in some way. For example, you may have a main motion that is good, but could be even better with a small change. 2, delay the consideration of the motion. We talk about this over at the Monthly Grind in my series, The Parking Lot of Ideas. Remember, don't feel the pressure to decide now. If you need the time, you have options. 3, speed up the consideration of the motion. In contrast to what I just said, sometimes the clock is ticking and you need to make a decision. Sometimes you might find that a member or a faction of members are deliberately dragging out debate. Maybe you're faced with a filibuster. There are motions at your disposal that will shorten the time available for discussion and debate, but be sure to handle these motions properly. Far too many assemblies entertain members who blurt out, "Question," and move immediately to vote without thinking. This is a procedural pothole and is out of order. There are 6 of these subsidiary motions, and you will see not only a video that dives into this class on order of business, but each of these motions will get a deep dive analysis in the Parliamentary Inquiry series. So hop over there and check out these subsidiary motions. Class number 4, privileged motions. Privileged motions are urgent motions. These are motions that don't have a direct connection with the main motion, but they have to do with the meeting as a whole and with the members themselves. Now, privileged motions would otherwise be main motions, except that they relate to issues that need to be addressed right away. These 3 privileged motions have enough urgency associated with them that they get immediate consideration and are dealt with ahead of other items of business. Class 5, incidental motions. Incidental motions also do not relate directly to a main motion or a specific purpose motion. This class tends to have something to do with matters that arise from the conduct of the meeting. Because of their nature, these motions may sometimes interrupt a speaker. They may be moved at any time that they apply, and they are disposed of before returning to the item of business which caused them to be moved. Once again, look for a future video that will deal with incidental motions as a group in this series, or look to the series Parliamentary Inquiry, where we will do a motion analysis on each and every incidental motion in this group. One more thing to note here. It's the relationship between these motions that we went through and their relationship with the main motion that will, at the end of the day, determine their classification. What I mean to say is that if a motion from one of these classes is used in a different situation, it might be acting as though it is from a different class of motions. For example, certain subsidiary, privileged, or incidental motions might be proposed when no other business is pending. If this is the case, then they are classified and processed the same as if they were main motions, while retaining their unique characteristics. But more of that in a future video. The key here is that grouping motions into classifications can be a helpful way to get a sense of their intended purpose in the context of all of these very many motions that we have to deal with in our formal meetings. The standard code of parliamentary procedure groups motions into these 5 classes that we just went over. But it's not the only parliamentary authority that has groupings, and it's certainly not the only parliamentary authority out there. So, if you found this discussion useful, be sure to subscribe so that you can be notified when future videos come out, including an upcoming video which will describe how Robert's Rules of Order classifies motions. What do you think? Did you find that this system of classification was helpful? Drop a note in the comments and let everybody know why or why not. Meeting adjourned for this episode of Order of Business. If you found this interesting or helpful, please hit the like button and remember to drop any questions that you might have down in the comment section. If you're looking for deeper dives into specific motions or stories on the historic development of parliamentary procedure, why not check out a video in the Parliamentary Inquiry series? For longer conversations around questions related to meetings and meeting rules, check out the Point of Order series. And for insights into how to make your meetings more effective, go to the series Monthly Grind. For now, why not check out one of these 2 videos here or here, and I will see you next time.